Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and we're back with Season 4, Episode 6 promo for next week's Westworld. We just finished Episode 5. I don't know how it's pronounced, but I'm going to look it up because I feel like whatever it means has some relevance to the episode itself. I didn't want to look it up in case of spoilers earlier, but now that I finished it, we're going to check that out when we're done with this. For now, we're going to jump into the promo. I just want to speak quickly on what happened at the end. The copy of The Man in Black got pissed off at Hale, basically. Hale was making it sound like everything's your fault, even though I feel like Hale is falling apart. She is literally cracking. She said she was bored. She's losing her shit. She's making people dance. She said, your human version was way better than you. You suck. Nothing's better than the real thing. So what does he do at the end of the episode? He goes and wakes him out of cryogenic freeze. And now I feel like they're going to team up. Besides that, I feel like we didn't get any Caleb thrown in this mix. So it's starting to make me think that maybe we're not in the same timeline. I originally went on that theory that we were all in the same timeline at this point. That we have now rendezvoused with where Caleb is because Caleb has come in to the picture. And we've seen similar things, like the city and everything looks the same. But maybe our Caleb got in at the ground level and a lot of time went by. I don't know. But I feel like the fact we haven't seen him yet and the fact that this show isn't on the nose, and I feel like that'd be a hell of a thing for them to reveal that mid-season. And then all of a sudden we're all in the same timeline. That isn't what this show does. This show doesn't do that. I feel like there's a lot more twists coming, and I'm going to check the promo. We're going to talk after. You guys want to see more of what I do, full unedited episodes, all the shows on the channel, seasons out of what you're seeing, hundreds of exclusives you only see on Patreon. The links at the end. These are up in full as soon as I watch them. So episode 5 is up in full as well as all the others. Unedited, Doctor Who, Person of Interest, Eureka, Stargate, Battlestar, all these shows into extra seasons. Unedited that aren't on YouTube. I just don't have time to edit it all. Check it out. If not, promo for Season 4, Episode 6, Westworld. Last time, there was a weird HBO thing here. It did it normal that time.
You gave the puppet strings long enough to strangle the world. I want to know what happened.
All right. Oh, there's Maeve. He's fixing Maeve. There's who I think is older Frankie.
They're coming.
Was that younger Frankie?
These humans.
Was that younger Frankie?
Petty defiances.
Caleb is fighting.
Exhausting. I'd like to put an end to this.
We're watching it again. This changes everything, or a lot.
You gave the puppet strings long enough to strangle the world.
You gave them.
I want to know what happened.
This episode's gonna be huge, I feel like. This next episode.
They're coming.
That's Frankie, so Frankie's in the world.
These humans. They're petty defiances.
But he...
It's exhausting. I'd like to put an end to this.
I am so confused. All right, guys, I am probably more confused than ever now. So we have Frankie walking around in the world that we just saw is created by Christina, aka Charlotte, who has just realized she could see the tower. That was at the end of episode 5. This was the promo for 6. I don't know what timeline we're on now, because we did find out last episode that is definitely Frankie, because Bernard, when he dug up Maeve, said, your father, Caleb. He confirmed it. That's right. So Bernard definitely, I'm starting to second guess myself. Even though I still believe that was Frankie, I'm starting to think they're misdirecting us. But Bernard definitely said, your father, Caleb, to that older woman. So that is older Frankie. But now if younger Frankie is in this world, that just threw a wrench in the mix. That means that world has looked like that for a while. Because if Frankie was as young as she was, and that is older Frankie, which we already did confirm from Bernard, then the place that Christina's living in, Dolores, that place has been around for 20 years. Because we said it was 23 years later that Bernard slept. And we confirmed that the older girl is Frankie as an adult. So that means that Charlotte's world that Dolores, aka Christina, built has been around for over 2 decades. it could easily be Caleb in a different timeline now. But she did say that Caleb was reliving that life and that she was doing the whole thing with Fidelity. I don't know. She did say Caleb was on his 280 something copy because of Fidelity. They kept redoing the whole thing and finally he was starting to see or something. Maybe he's been reliving this loop for 23 years and he's in both timelines. That's where I'm going now with Caleb. Caleb is in the young Frankie timeline and she must see something happen to her father. We see Caleb fighting the big white host. She must walk in, see her father die or see her father fighting the big white host looking robot things. And that's the moment when she realizes she's got to go join this rebel group. And she does that her whole life. That's probably why she's so high up in the ranks and so highly respected, because she's been around probably since she was that young. There was an Asian guy in the promo that she was talking to where she was saying like, don't move or don't do something. Is it possible that is the younger version of the guy that she's working with? Maybe they team up in the town. The main dude is an Asian dude. He looks Asian. And that dude was a skinny young Asian dude that she approached, young Frankie. Maybe they somehow make some sort of interaction. We saw the white robot come up to them. Maybe they played it cool. They managed to escape. And he says, yo, we can't go back there. We got to travel the desert like rebels and build a team and strike back when the time is right. And it ends up being like 23 years later. Because we see them driving around the desert. Everything is buried. I am under the impression, I said it during the episode 5, that we see New York City. We don't see the tower if we're under this hypnosis of this game or this freaking world that Christina's built. What is outside of that? Do we not travel outside of New York City, this island? What is outside of that? Did they destroy the entire world? Or are there other cities that are being run by other people, other narrators? Or is it just all desert and devastated Earth? I don't know. Maybe we went to war. Maybe we had a massive war with the hosts and they literally killed everybody and just focused on this one area. But that's a lot of area to cover. Not just our country, every other country, all the continents. There's got to be more going on, right? I don't know, but this is interesting. You guys let me know what you think. You want to see more of what I do, full on edited episodes, all the shows on the channel, seasons ahead of what you're seeing, hundreds of exclusives you only see on Patreon. The link is in front of me. Dozens of shows you'll never see on YouTube. These up in full as soon as I watch them. Doctor Who, Person of Interest, Eureka, Stargate, Battlestar, all into extra seasons. Check it out. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.